Welcome back. Hope you had a great week. So last week we kind of had 5050, 5060 as our most higher resistance, and you can see we pretty much rejected off 5050 in the top of this blue channel that we discussed, right, for a wave 3 top. And boom, we came down exactly to this green box that we marked as support, and we had that bounce. So now that we've actually had that play out, you can see that the market pretty much, like if I remove everything, you can see we've pretty much gone sideways for 4 days between a range of 5037 and 5000, a $40 point range in the market.
This short clip is presented by Community. Fast track your learning curve and profit with our Leduc Trading Discord community. It is ideal for beginners who love the chase. Community provides access to not only Samantha's daily market thoughts and chase trades, but also her fabulous team of live stage mentors who share their actual trades and risk management stops across equities, options, and futures. You also get access to custom trade support when you need it. For more information, visit www.leductrading.com/community.
This is how it's going to stand. We can break below 5000, we very likely going to come down all the way to 4955, and if we break that, then I do think we come down to test this next level of demand, 4833. Alternatively, you can see that I also have a green path mark, and that is if go to a 4-hour time frame. We know that we've gone sideways for 4 days, so let's see how we're doing. Sideways only for kind of a day. So here you can see that this was a pretty strong daily close, and then you can see immediately on PPI we had a very bearish 2-bar reversal. So if we break below 5000, it is very likely we come down to test 4950. But whether we break 4950 or not, I would put it this way. If we break 4950, we're going to come down to the next level support at 4830. So those are your lower levels. And for higher levels, obviously we would need to digest here. And if it does, then we can push up to like 5100. But yeah, I do think we're more at risk to the downside. Let's look at the wicks for clues. So the wicks, obviously, you can see here, I have a blue line drawn. So this is the line in the sand. If wick starts to break back below 30 and 81, then SPX will likely follow the green path higher in the market. But if wicks can, right, you can see here this pink channel pretty much shows that we broke out, we came to retest, and we bounced. So I also have this red line that you can see here is kind of where it's kind of the supply zone that we've been rejecting. So if wicks, again, as long as we stay between this, the market is going to just be choppy. Break over 4.5, again, you will have an accelerated move higher. You break below 13.8, and then the market will start to get bid and become bullish. So volatility, you need to break over that 14.5 level. Similarly, on the dollar, you can see that we pretty much rejected the 61.8 resistance, and you can see this trend line here is the level of support. So the dollar is on thin ice. I would say as long as, it could come down a little bit lower, but ideally, it needs to hold over 103.8, because if the dollar starts to break 103.8, then the next level of support is at 103. So the market will likely, be bid to be bullish as long as the dollar is weak. So for the dollar to be firm or maintain higher, we must stay within this level to, push higher. If we start to break this, then we're very likely, you can see we do have a gap to fill here at 102.6, and we pretty much will probably come here because it's still an unfilled balance. So that is, something to keep in mind about the dollar, is it does have a gap here. So pay attention to these levels. So let's look at this week's watch list. So AMD, you can see here, this 180 is a level of resistance. And right now, you can see here, we do have support to like 173. So for me personally, you can see here kind of have a reversal. So if it follows through, we do have a gap till 171.47. So below 173, the first target is 171.47 and then 167.5. So I do think AMD could make for a good $7, $8 short. So yeah, that's why I have AMD puts. If this is an ABC, the targets I'm giving you are, I would say they're safe targets, because it could, extend down. The sell-off could go down even to 150. So that is the more bearish target, but it could also just come here and bounce off because we've just kind of been in the range. So a break of this brings it back to the lower range. So yeah, that's why I have AMD. The next one I have is Target. And for me personally, that's because, again, we broke out of this channel. We've been sideways, we broke out, we retested, and then we had a bullish day. So Personally, if we can, get over 150, I would do think this is kind of an empty space higher. Over 150, we can see 153, 155 on target, and it is a breakout, and it is holding the EMA swell. It's consolidated well. So a break of 150, which is also a psychological number, should, be able to lead up to a decent bullish move to the upside. So that's what I have for target. And the next one that I have this week's watch list, it's Meta, actually. Yeah. So the reason I have that is, again, it did gap up on earnings, but I personally think this is a wave 3 top. It will now kind of pull back for a wave 4 before it can go to the upside. So, and you can see we had a super bullish candle and then we had a very bearish close. But on the 4-hour time frame on Meta, you can see we're still kind of holding this, kind of this sideways channel. So I would say if Meta can break below, let's say 470, we break below this 470, 467, then, we should be able to come down to like 454, 450. But yeah, we could, just get supported off this. I don't think it'll fill its earnings gap. I do think that it could have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before it kind of bounces higher. So that's what I have for Meta. Last but not least, we have BMY. Again, you can see that we've had a very extended downtrend, and this 47.85 is a fib level, and you can see we're kind of consolidating sideways. So BMY, we can break over another psychological 50. We should be able to push up to 51, 52 to this next level of supply. So yeah, that's all I have for this week's watch list. I hope you have a great day.
Subscribe to Leduc Trading YouTube channel for more Wolf's weekly Wavelist videos and other content.